Hello, welcome to Bored and Confused, where I review shows based on two criteria. One, was I bored? Two, was I confused? Today's show is Lunar Eclipse, the latest from Pulitzer Prize-winner Donald Margulies. And it's now playing at the Pershing Square Signature Center through June 22nd. It's directed by Kate Horisky and starring Reed Birney and Lisa Emery. This is a quiet, meditative two-hander that unfolds over 85 minutes during, what else, a lunar eclipse. The setting is a farm in rural Kentucky where George and Em, a long married couple, sit outside while they watch the eclipse and reflect on life, loss, and the small, strange miracle of still being together after all these years. Now, the play is structured around the 7 phases of a lunar eclipse, which occurs roughly every 2.5 years or longer, depending on the location and the alignment. And it uses that celestial backdrop as a metaphor for memory, time, and how people grow together or apart over decades. Now, the first thing I have to say is the set is beautiful. It's designed by Walt Spangler. The production looks like a life-size Smithsonian exhibit, the kind you'd see labeled mid-21st century domestic life in Kentucky. It's this fish tank-shaped cube that's transparent, but has grass and farm machinery and a starry sky lit up by projection. And it feels both natural and otherworldly at the same time, especially as the lighting by this guy and sound design by this guy gently shift with the moon's phases. You really feel the passage of time and the quiet majesty of the night. Now, inside this dream box are 2 extraordinary performers. Birney and Emery give deeply lived-in, emotionally textured performances. Their chemistry feels worn and comfortable, like a flannel shirt that's been washed 100 times. And Margulies' dialogue supports them beautifully. This is some of the most naturalistic, unforced writing and acting I've seen in a while. Nothing feels theatrical. It feels like we're eavesdropping on 2 people whose private lives just happen to be in public tonight. So, was I bored? Yes, but not terribly so. It's a short show. It's a very quiet play. It's not about huge revelations between characters. George and Em have been married for decades, and as they both say, there's nothing left to learn. The revelations are really for us as the audience, and we piece together who they are through a mosaic of stories, memories, and casual grievances. It's kind of like Our Town, but with a grumpy, dog-loving retiree and a woman who's clearly spent years holding her tongue. There's not a lot of dramatic tension, and I think that's by design. The play is really a slice of life, not a crisis point, but that can also make it feel a little flat at times. I found myself wondering, why now? Why is tonight the night we're watching this couple talk, other than the poetic resonance that they met during a lunar eclipse, and now they're experiencing another one decades later? There's not a lot of urgency. It seems just like a night like any other, except we as an audience happen to be watching it. So, was I confused? A little bit. Early on, Em describes George as being gruff and not much of a talker, but in this play, George talks a lot. I mean, he has some monologues. He's very verbose, and he says something about this is what happens when he drinks, but I didn't quite buy that because this appears to be a guy who actually drinks quite regularly, so he really just didn't feel like the description. And then the question is, am I lying about it? And I don't think so. I think it's kind of a trope of the quiet, brooding husband. Anyhow, I wasn't quite sold on that idea, and it did cause a little confusion. So, final thoughts. If you're looking for conflict, catharsis, or narrative drive, Lunar Eclipse may leave you wanting a little bit more. But if you love great acting, intimate naturalism, and a beautiful set design, then I think this is a show worth catching. Reed Birney and Lisa Emery are both great in this, and their performances are really masterclasses in stillness, patience, and having an emotional history. And the final scene of the show really charmed me. I won't spoil it, but it put a smile on my face, and I thought it was beautifully done, especially by Reed. So I recommend this if you like Our Town, slow burns, celestial metaphors, watching 2 pro actors absolutely nail it. Don't recommend the show if you need a big plot, a lot of conflict, big reveals, fast pacing. It's really just a meditation on love, time, and memory It doesn't try to dazzle. It just asks you to slow down, look up, and listen. And, you know, sometimes that's all a play really needs to do. So go check out Lunar Eclipse, playing till June 22nd at the Pershing Square Signature Center Theater off Broadway in Midtown Manhattan.
Don't bore me, don't confuse me. If you do, then you'll lose me. Don't wanna drift away, wanna stay inside the play. Keep me engaged, keep me amused with what's in front of me. 'Cause I don't wanna be bored and confused.